And joining us now to discuss this further is Michał Matlak, Policy Advisor, European Parliament. Good morning and welcome to TVP World.
Good morning.
So now, in your opinion, what do you think? What key factors contributed to the choosing of Andrzej Halicki as the vice chair of the EPP?
The most important reason is that the Polish delegation is the second biggest delegation within the EPP, and that's traditionally how these roles are being chosen. Manfred Weber is part of the biggest delegation, the German one, CDU, CSU, and Andrzej Halicki was chosen by the second biggest one, meaning the Polish one. Plus, I think it's also a result of his work over the last 5 years. He built his position in the European Parliament and within the EPP, and I think that this result is connected to the fact that his work is being seen as a good one.
And in fact, many claim that it might be a breakthrough, at least for Central Eastern Europe, because many claim that, well, we do need strong leaders within European Parliament and within EPP as such. So my question is, how do you think might Halicki's increased influence impact the representation of Central and Eastern European interests within EPP as such?
His role is stronger now, definitely, but it was always the case that Poland had the vice president of the EPP, not with such a good result. So that's definitely better. But in general, Polish role in the European Parliament and the EPP is stronger, also because of the result of the elections from October. I think that the kind of we still have to see what will be the real translation of the kind of Polish success, so to say, into the kind of European Parliament and European institutions functioning in the next 5 years. I would say that this choice was a kind of a normal consequence of the election result. It's true that it was a good result, but I wouldn't expect that much just from this one political choice by the EPP.
So now, what do you think? What should be Andrzej Halicki's main goals and objectives during his tenure?
I think that he will work on the kind of he will play the key role in the negotiations on the next 5 or at least the 2.5 years within the parliament. So he will discuss with other delegation chairs, meaning the leaders of the national delegations within the EPP, who should play a role. For example, who should be a committee chair, who should be a vice president of the European Parliament. That will be his role. He will also have a say in the choice of the people who will work for European commissioners in the cabinets, and I think that these are the negotiations that will take place in the next 2-3 months.
Now, we talked about some opportunities and you laid out now key opportunities here, and I would love to move on to perhaps zoom out ever so slightly and talk about Manfred Weber's re-election, as his continued leadership of the EPP seems to signify stability and continuity for the party, and it seems that he has a clear vision for the EPP, but either way some challenges will emerge. So how do you see now this, let's say, what are the key challenges for the EPP under the leadership of Weber and the elevator role of Halicki, to your mind?
It's true, the challenges are big. First of all, there will be a need to form a coalition within the European Parliament. The most likely one is the coalition between the EPP, the Socialists and the Liberals. But the Parliament, the European Parliament doesn't have a similar structure as the national parliament. So there is, we can talk of a kind of a changing coalition. So there will be files on which he will have to discuss with the ECR, the conservative group, for example. So he will have to somehow form a policy of alliances of the center-right. The center-right was quite successful in the previous election, more successful than we thought. So that's why his position is strengthened. But he's between the kind of, let's say, the mainstream center-left parties and non-mainstream hard right parties, meaning the European Conservatives and the Identity and Democracy, so a group even further to the right. He will have to somehow find a role for the EPP between these two kind of political alliances, and it won't be easy because on the one hand, it will be somehow natural for him to form this traditional alliance with the center left, but then he sees that if he goes too far to the left, he will lose ground on the right. So he has to be somehow in between. In the last time, he somehow managed to do that together with President von der Leyen, but it will be more challenging this time because the right, the hard right, is stronger. So I think that it will require a lot of kind of political flexibility and political intelligence to kind of to lead the EPP over the next 5 years.
So now we spoke about challenges and also goals, but now what about in the long term? How do you envision the future of the EPP under the leadership of Manfred Weber and Andrzej Halicki?
I mean, it's difficult to say, obviously, but I think that they will, as I said, try to form an alliance with the two other traditional allies, meaning the Social Democrats and the Liberals. But they will try to at least politically respond to those voters who voted for the hard right. So they will be tougher on migration, I think. They will be tougher on the climate policies, so kind of less open towards kind of ambitious climate goals. And I think that they will try to to propose their solutions when it comes to the defense initiatives within the EU. But this will again make them slightly closer with traditional allies, because the hard right is not so much open to this new defense ideas presented or discussed in Brussels, because they think that these are the national competences. So I'd say he, on some issues he will go to the right, on others he will try to find a compromise with the center left.
So a delicate balancing act it is. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us and providing your insights. Michał Matlak, policy advisor at the European Parliament, was our guest today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.